Morning everyone, welcome back to my channel Learning Her. And if you have not subscribed my channel, then subscribe it and hit the bell icon. So today here we are going to start our new chapter, that is advanced formulas in functions in MS Excel. In this chapter, we will learn about introduction, types of referencing, functions and the use of functions, and about conditional formatting. We will learn a lot of things in MS Excel. All these topics we will cover today in this class. Okay, so already you have learned how to write the basic formulas in class 7, and today we are starting with the cell referencing. Now, what is cell referencing? Cell referencing helps us to identify the behavior of a cell address in a formula when it is copied from one cell to another cell. Means when you will copy the formula, whatever formula you are writing in MS Excel, and after that if you are copying that formula from one cell to another cell, then how the formula will get changed, that is known as cell referencing. Automatically your formula will get changed when you will copy from one cell to another cell. Then three types of referencing are there. Total three types are there of referencing: relative referencing, absolute referencing and mixed referencing. These are the three types of referencing. Already we know each and every cell is made up of a column part and a row part. Already when you will work on the worksheet, your worksheet will appear like this. Like this it will appear. Okay, so it is divided into rows and cell. These A, B, C, these are columns. 1, 2, 3, these are rows. Our worksheet is divided into rows and columns. The horizontal one, these are the horizontal one. Okay, so horizontal lines, okay, these are known as rows, and the vertical ones, these are known as columns. Okay, is it clear? Now let us talk about the cell. Suppose I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this. This is a cell. If I am talking about this, this is a cell. Same, if I am talking about this, this is also a cell. So, a cell is made up of intersection of row and column. Means in cell, there will be a row part and a column part. So, each and every cell has its own address. Each and every cell has its own address. Now, what is address? Address is made up of a row and a column part. Like you can see here, suppose we want to find the address of this cell. So, what is the address? First, we will start with the column. Column is C. This is the column. And which one is the row? 1. So, its address will be C1. Then if we want to know about this one, what is the cell address of this cell? The cell address of this cell is B column and second row. Like this, in cell there are two parts. The cell is made up of two parts, that is a row part and a column part. Okay, is it clear? Now let us talk about our next topic, that is relative referencing. So already we have discussed that referencing means change in the behavior of the formula when it is copied from one cell to another cell. जब भी हम कोई भी फॉर्मूला कॉपी करेंगे एक सेल से दूसरे सेल में, तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसका सेल एड्रेस चेंज हो जाएगा. Okay, the formula will get changed. In relative referencing, the formula in the copied cell changes okay, as per the change in the cell pointer position. The formula or cell reference changes automatically if we copy formula across rows or down columns. This is the definition of relative referencing. Okay, now let us understand with the help of one example. Here you can see there is one table. Okay, in this table we have certain columns. Okay, like we have item, price, quantity, total. Like this we have different columns, and in items also we have different items. Like in items we have rice, sugar, oil, dal. In price also, the price of rice is 50, then sugar is 40, oil is 70, dal is 60, and its quantity is also mentioned. Okay, the quantity is 2, for sugar it is 3, for oil it is 1, and for dal it is 2. This is the values that already we have. This is the data already given. Now our task is that we need to calculate the total. Now we have to calculate the total. So we have to apply the formula. We have to apply formula in such a way that we have to apply in only single cell, not in all the cells. We will apply the formula only in one cell, and after that we will copy that formula in different cells, and automatically it will get changed. Now let us see. Here you can see in this table we have to calculate total. Remember that each and every formula always starts with equals to sign. सबसे पहले हमेशा हमको यहाँ पर क्या देना है? We have to give equal to sign as they have given in the first one, is equal to B3 into C3. So first thing is we have to mention equal to sign. Then to find the total we need to multiply price and quantity. So what is the cell address of the rice, the price of the rice? It is B3. So in cell address we will write B3 as they have mentioned here. You can see here we have to mention B3. Then we need to multiply, so we will use the sign of multiply. Then we have to multiply 50 by 2. What is the cell address of 2? The cell address of 2 is C3. Okay, after writing the formula we will press enter key from the keyboard. We will get our answer as 100. We will get 100 in our answer. Okay, now we have applied the formula in one cell. Once we have applied, now how we will copy? You have to do one thing. You have to place the cursor here in the corner. Then when you will place the cursor here, like this sign will appear on your screen. When this sign will appear, then drag it with the help of left click of the mouse. Up to here you have to drag. When you will drag, automatically the values will calculate. Okay, you will get all the values for the sugar, oil, dal, and when you will see the formula, automatically you can see it will get changed. Like here in the case of sugar we are multiplying 40 and 3. What is the cell address of 40? It is B4. So here it is B4. Then same, the quantity is 3. What is the cell address of 3? It is C4. So automatically here it is C4. So when you are applying the formula once and you are dragging it, you are copying it, automatically the formula will get changed and you will get all the values in the answer. This is relative referencing. Is it clear? This is relative referencing when you are applying the formula only once and after that you are copying that formula. Now let us move to another referencing. Second one is absolute referencing. In absolute referencing, a dollar sign is used. This is the sign of a dollar. This is the sign of dollar. You can see this is the sign of dollar. So in absolute referencing we have to use which sign? Dollar sign. हमको डॉलर का साइन यूज़ करना है. It is identified by this sign only, and we have to use dollar sign with both. Both means the row part as well as the column part. Like previously you were writing the cell address like this you were writing, but in case of absolute referencing you have to use dollar sign with both, with column part as well as the row part. If you are using dollar sign with both of these, it means it is the example of absolute referencing. And in case of absolute referencing, the values or the formula will remain unchanged. ये कभी भी चेंज नहीं होगा. जो भी हमने फॉर्मूला सबसे पहले लिखा है, फर्स्ट टाइम लिखा है, वही फॉर्मूला सब में शो होगा. फॉर्मूला चेंज नहीं होगा. इट विल रिमेन सेम, इट विल रिमेन अनचेंज्ड. So again we have one table. We can see this table. Again we have item, price, quantity, then total. We have different items, their prices also mentioned, quantity is also there. Now we have to calculate total. Okay, now we have to calculate total. So to calculate the first one total, we have to multiply 50 and 2. They have mentioned the cell address of 50, that is B3. But in case of absolute referencing हम क्या use करते हैं? We always use dollar sign. Okay, that is why they have written like this, $B, $3, because this is the example of absolute referencing. Okay, after writing the formula in first one cell, again we have to place the cursor here. It will appear like this. We have to drag. Okay, when you will drag with the help of the mouse, you will see that the value will remain unchanged. In first one cell the value will be 100. 50 into 2 is 100. In all other cells also it will be 100, because in the case of absolute referencing कभी भी value change नहीं होती है. Okay, there is one mistake in this table. You can see, as I have told, that formula will remain unchanged. So here in place of 4, 5, 6 it will be 3, because in first cell it is B3. So in rest of the cells it will be 3, not 4, 5, 6. This is the mistake in the table. Then let us move on to next referencing, that is mixed referencing. Okay, so in mixed referencing also we use the dollar sign, but we use dollar sign with only one part, either with row or with column. हम सिर्फ एक ही बार यूज़ करेंगे, चाहे हम रो के साथ यूज़ करें, चाहे हम कॉलम के साथ यूज़ करें. Like this is the example of relative referencing. This is the example of absolute referencing. Okay, but in mixed referencing we always use ones. Like we have used with B. It means the B part, the column will remain fixed, it will remain unchanged. You can use with column or you can use it with row also. This is the example of mixed referencing. हम सिर्फ एक ही बार यूज़ करेंगे.